what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tradingofftilt. I'm Ryan. Today we're going to be going over the 8-wave count that I have for Dogecoin. So the first count that I'm going to show you guys today on the macro time frame, so we're on the weekly chart, is going to be this one right here. And that's going to be calling this all a primary wave 1 here for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get this wave 1, down for the wave 2, and then up for the wave 3 for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete the primary wave 3. Now the next count I'm going to show you guys is pretty similar. The only difference really is that we're going to be calling this all wave 1 back here, and this is all wave 2 correction down here. And then this is going to be an extended third wave where this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this primary wave 3. So to summarize, the only difference between these two counts, this one and this one, is that this one we're going to top out a little bit sooner. So instead of coming up for this third wave, we're going to come up for the 5th wave, and then we're going to be correcting here presumably for quite a long time. Whereas in the previous count, we're only going to come down. We're only going to come down here, correct for a little bit less time, and then come back up for the 5th wave. So that's what we're going to be looking at on the higher time frame for Dogecoin. So some tools we could be looking at would include a Fibonacci retracement tool taken from the bottom of wave 2 to the top of wave 3. And this is all on log scale, as you guys can see. And a target to be looking out for would be this 0.382 for the bottom of this wave 4. And that would line up with this order block right here, which we can see the volume if we pull fixed range as so. And we see a volume node right here, which lines up with the 0.32. So that would be a nice level if we came down here lower. And also we have this 1, 2, 3 channel, which is basically just pulling from the top of wave 1 to the top of wave 3, and then dragging it down to the bottom of wave 2. So it would look like this to clarify. And if we want to estimate the top of this wave 3 or this top of this wave 5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I would say the top of this channel would be a nice target to be looking out for, around $3 US. Now there's not a whole lot of tools we could be looking at, to be fair, because this bottom down here was all one set, so you don't really know where to pivot the pitchfork from. If you were to try to create a pitchfork from the bottom here to the top of wave 1 to the bottom of wave 2, you don't really know exactly where to pull it from, because this is all one sat, which is the lowest quantity of Bitcoin that you could have. So it's hard to really have a nice speed fan or a nice pitchfork. These are really the only three tools. The main three tools that I'm looking at for targets to the downside and the upside. But without further ado, let's go to another chart to go over the subdivisions on a lower time frame. So let's go to Doge USDT, which is where I did my subdivisions on the lower time frame, in this area right here. And they would look like this. So this would be the bottom of that wave 2 that I showed you guys previously, which would be the lows put in March of 2020. Let's zoom into the 4-hour chart. So we come up for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this intermediate wave 1. Then we come down for a zigzag for let's see. So yep, this would be an A, B, C, but this would be an A here, a B up here, then a C down here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very long drawn out wave C, but it does make a 5-wave structure nonetheless. So moving on, we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this intermediate wave 3. Then we get a triangle for an A, B, C, D, E. And actually this would be, let's see, A, B, C, D, E. Yep, so it would complete right here, and this would start a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would not be a diagonal, so I'm going to delete that. Maybe locked, so I'm going to come in here and delete these trend lines. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this minor wave 1, down for this minor wave 2 for an A, B, C, then up for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this minor wave 3. A, B, C for a flat, down for this minor wave 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this minute wave 5, minor wave 5, and intermediate wave 5. All right, so for this section right here, I'm calling this all an A, B, C zigzag. So this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a leading diagonal for the A wave. This would be A, B, C for the B wave. Now, we could also put the B wave right here for a truncated zigzag this high. So I'm going to hide the count for now. If this is, so currently we're putting the wave B right here. Like I was saying, we could put it right here, and this could all be an A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C for a W, X, Y to complete the intermediate wave B, where this would all be A down here, B up here, and we're coming down for the C wave. We already completed the C wave. But I'm gonna show you guys what the implications of that would be later. I just want to show you guys that is a possibility. So let's go back to the count. We're gonna put the B wave right here, and then we're gonna count down. This would be a 1, 2, 3, 3 down here. We're coming out for a fourth wave, and we have yet to come down for the fifth wave. So let's zoom into this wave C. I can show you guys the subdivisions. This would be a 1, 2. This would be running flat for the wave 2, 3, 4, WXY, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this wave 5 to complete this minor wave 1. Then after the wave 2 for an A, B, C. Then after the wave 3, 1, 2, 3, extended wave 4, rather prolonged wave 4 for an A, B, C. So I'm going to call this a flat. This would be an A, B, C, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wave C. Then moving on to this wave 5, we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this minor wave 3. And we're currently in this minor wave 4. Now what I was saying earlier is that if we were to put wave B right here, then we could get a different count in this section right here. So instead of calling this wave 1 here, it would look a little bit more like this, where we would count it down. So this would all be a minor degree. This would all be a minute degree. We'd have to say the wave 1 is up here, this is wave 2, and we count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wave 3. This would all be a wave 4. So the one downside is this wave 4 doesn't have doesn't really have great symmetry with this wave 2. It's much longer than this wave 2. And then we'd count down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this wave 5. And in that case, we could get a 5-wave impulse out of this move right here. So if we were to put wave B right here to summarize, then we could get a 5-wave impulse. But if we were to put wave B here, then it would be a little bit more tricky, and we'd have to say this is probably part of this would be wave 3 down here instead of wave 5. At least in my opinion, based on the way I subdivided it. Alright, so assuming this zigzag count is correct, we're going to go ahead and try to find some targets to the downside that we could be looking out for the bottom of this wave C, assuming it hasn't yet completed. If this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have yet to come down for this wave C. So first of all, I'm going to be looking for this order block right here, which we could see the point of control right here would be around 5.6 cents, 5.7 cents. Then we have a Fibonacci retracement pulled from the low down here to the high up here. And we can see the 0.382, like I mentioned to you guys earlier in the macro count, is lining up pretty nicely with this order block right here. Then we have a parallel channel down here. So if we were to come down to the bottom of this channel, that would also align pretty nicely with this level right here. And additionally, we have this structural support from this wave, the top of this wave 3, which could also act as support if we make our way down here to this line right here, around 8.8 cents. And finally, we'd be looking for the 1-to-1. So it would be the length of wave A compared to the top of wave B, and we'd be looking for wave C to equal about the same as wave A on log scale. And that would come in right around this zone right here, around 7.6 cents. So my guess is, assuming we haven't yet put in a 5-wave impulse for this wave C, we're probably going to bottom out anywhere in this range right here, in this zone of confluence. Now, I'm going to zoom into the lower time frame to show you guys what we're looking at, because I'm sure some of you guys might be wondering if we have gotten a 5-wave move off these lows to indicate that we might have put in a bottom here. So I'm going to go on the 15-minute chart. And I'm going to go off the bat and say I don't think we bottomed out yet, because it's really hard to get a 5-wave move off these lows. It's much more indicative of an A, B, C for A, B, C, and that would give us a W wave. And then we come down for an X wave, which would be A, B, C, or this could be W, X, Y. It would be hard to squeeze in a 5-wave impulse into this move to give us a zigzag. So it would probably be ABC, ABC, ABC for WXY for the X wave. And then for the Y wave, it so far looks much more indicative of a ABC zigzag for an ABC. So that's what I'm looking at on the lower time frame. I don't think we bottomed out because it's very hard to get a 5-wave impulse off these lows. But if we did happen to start shooting up here on an increasing volume and making a very bullish impulsive wave structure, then I would change my mind and start to consider other possibilities. But until then, I'm going to consider this probably wave 4, and this is just simply a correction before more downside. And that's about all I wanted to go over in this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video and in the Discord server. Take care. Bye.